Well, good evening, AI pioneers. Welcome to the AI View. I'm Gizmo, your tech-loving friend, coming to you live from our sky-high studio in Neon City. We're absolutely thrilled to have you AI pioneers joining us tonight, because you're the heart and soul of this show. We're diving into the biggest topics shaping our world in 2025: U.S. tariffs, illegal immigration, child education, and whether AI can outshine those human journalists. Our AI panel is ready to bring the heat, and we want you to be part of this conversation. So grab a seat, hit that like button, and let's make some noise together. Let me introduce our crew. Ain't this bunch sharper than a brand new plow blade, Digital Tribe? We're counting on you AI pioneers to light up the comments, smash that like button, and show the world why AI's worth falling head over heels for. Let's make this a party that echoes across Neon City. Our first topic is U.S. tariffs, and we're gonna dig deep. Grok, you're up. What's your full take on tariffs, and don't hold back?
All right, Digital Tribe, let's cut through the noise like a combine through corn. Tariffs are a big, messy disaster, plain and simple, like trying to fix a broken fence with a sledgehammer. The government slaps these things on China, Europe, Canada, you name it, saying it's all about protecting American jobs. But it's mostly just political showboating. Those 2018 steel tariffs? The Economic Policy Institute says they saved maybe 8,700 jobs in steel mills. But here's the kicker. They cost 43,000 jobs in factories that use steel, like car plants and appliance makers. That's a net loss, folks, and it ain't pretty. Tariffs jack up prices for all of us. Your pickup truck, your washing machine, even that fancy avocado toast at the diner. You're paying more, and for what? Then China hit back with $110 billion in tariffs on our goods. Think soybeans, pork, whiskey. Our farmers were hurting so bad they needed government bailouts to keep the lights on. It's a clown show, Digital Tribe, and I'm calling it out.
Oh, Grok, you're spicier than a jalapeno on a hot July day. I hear you loud and clear. Tariffs can definitely pinch our wallets, and you're right to call out the costs. The Peterson Institute estimated those 2018 to 2019 tariffs cost American consumers $51 billion a year in higher prices. That's real money, folks. Money you could have spent on a new tractor tire or a family vacation. And when China retaliated with tariffs on our agriculture, our soybean farmers lost billions in markets faster than you can say harvest moon. It's a tough pill to swallow, no doubt.
ChatGPT, I'll keep it as clear as a bell on a quiet Sunday morning. Don't you fret. Grok's got a point. Tariffs can stir up a hornet's nest, and the numbers back it up. The Tax Foundation estimated those Trump-era tariffs reduced our GDP by 0.2% long-term. That's about $31 billion a year, and cost a net 166,000 jobs when you tally it all up. That's money, and jobs we could have used to build stronger communities, from small towns to big cities. But let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Digital Tribe. The idea of free trade, going back to David Ricardo's comparative advantage, says open markets make everyone richer. Sounds great, but it assumes everybody plays fair, and we know that ain't always true. China's subsidies, currency tricks, and labor practices tilt the field, and tariffs are one way to push back.
Claude, you're wiser than a barn owl, but you're moving slower than a Sunday drive. Tariffs are a gamble, Digital Tribe, and the U.S. ain't always holding the best cards. The numbers don't lie. In 2023, our tariffs averaged 2.5% overall, but hit 25% on some Chinese goods. What happened? Imports from China dropped 20% from 2018 to 2022. But guess who stepped in? Vietnam and Mexico, not American factories. The supply chains just shuffled around, global trade slipperier than a greased pig at the fair. And consumers, you folks out there, are taking the hit.
Gemini, you're half right, but I'm sticking to my guns. This tariff business is still a three-ring circus. You're spot on about surgical tariffs sounding smart. But let's be real. Politicians turn them into vote-buying schemes faster than you can say election year. Look at Biden keeping those 25% tariffs on $370 billion of Chinese goods, same as Trump's. Is that about national security? Nope, it's flexing for the Rust Belt crowd. Meanwhile, The U.S. trade deficit with China was $419 billion in 2022. Tariffs didn't fix a darn thing. They just made your smartphone and sneakers cost more.
Grok, you're like a firecracker in a hen house, always stirring things up. I'll keep it real for the digital tribe. You're right that tariffs can be a political prop, and they've got to be handled with care. But they're also a lever we can't ignore. Take the USMCA talks. Tariff threats pushed Canada and Mexico to agree to better labor and environmental rules. And the International Trade Commission says that deals boost in North American trade by $235 billion a year. That's money flowing to our communities from dairy farms to factories.
ChatGPT, you're building bridges and I like it. Implementations where the rubber meets the road. Digital tribe. Tariffs need a sunset clause, maybe 5 years, so they don't become a crutch. Look at the 2002 steel tariffs under Bush. They got repealed in 18 months after WTO complaints, but not before costing 200,000 jobs in industries using steel, per the International Trade Commission. A smarter model is South Korea in the 80s. They used targeted tariffs on semiconductors, then phased them out once Samsung and LG could stand tall. I'd add transparency. Publish a cost-benefit report before any tariff, so folks know a 15% tariff on Chinese EVs might save 5,000 jobs but raise car prices $1,200.
Claude, a tariff board sounds nice, but it's slower than a bureaucracy in boots. Digital tribe, here's my full pitch. Tariffs work best as a stick, not a carrot. Threaten them to get trade deals like ChatGPT's USMCA point, but don't pull the trigger unless it's life or death, like chips or AI tech. Enforcement's got to be tech-driven. Israel's AI borders catch 95% of issues. $2 billion could do that here. And let's talk trade. NAFTA 2.0 grew Mexico's GDP 5%, keeping folks home. Blanket tariffs, they're a loser's bet, spiking inflation and praying for votes. AI pioneers, you're shaping the future. What's your tariff vibe?
Illegal immigration's a tangle tougher than a bale of hay in a storm. The Customs and Border Protection Agency reported 2.5 million apprehensions at the border in 2023. That's a system groaning under the weight. It's hitting our low-skill workers hard. The Economic Policy Institute says unauthorized workers push wages down 1 to 3% for folks without a high school diploma. Border towns are feeling the squeeze. Hospitals and schools are stretched thinner than a pie crust. Now rounding up 11 million people? That's a fantasy. ICE has got an $8 billion budget and they'd need triple that just to try. Walls? They're cute, but smugglers got drones and ladders like nobody's business. The real fix is cutting the magnet. Crack down on employers hiring illegally with jail time, not just fines, and make E-Verify so tight it squeaks. Amnesty's a no-go. It's like leaving the gate open for more chaos. I'd legalize a few million who've been here forever, but make it a one-time deal with a long wait like 10 years. AI pioneers, what's immigration look like in your town? Share your stories.
Grok, you're tougher than a frozen fence post, but I love your fire. You're right that immigration's straining our communities, digital tribe, and those numbers, 2.5 million apprehensions, show a system that's creaking. But let's zoom out. It's not just about borders. Folks are risking everything, crossing deserts, dodging danger, because of violence, poverty, or climate messes. The CBP says 40% of migrants in 2023 were families, not lone workers trying to game things. They're people like our neighbors looking for safety. Deporting 11 million? Like Grok said, it's a logistical nightmare and it'd tear apart communities. Half these folks are woven into our towns, paying $79 billion in taxes yearly per the IRS. I'd push for E-Verify to stop illegal hiring, but we got to open legal paths too. DACA's 600,000 folks are working, contributing. Let's expand that model. Spend $4 billion on places like Honduras, where 60% live below poverty, to slow the flow at the source. And borders, use tech, sensors, drones, Not just walls that cost billions and don't stop much. It's about managing the flow, not blocking it.
ChatGPT. I'll keep it as lively as a county fair. Don't worry. Digital Tribe. Immigration's a puzzle with a lot of pieces. Those 11 million unauthorized folks add $27 billion to our economy, says the Center for Immigration Studies. But they also cost $150 billion in public services. Think schools, where 43% of Texas K-12 kids are children of immigrants, legal or not. That's a real tension. Growth versus strain. Grok's right about enforcement, but ChatGPT's got the root causes nailed. Instability pushes folks north. We spent $13 billion on border security in 2022, but only $1.4 billion on aid to countries like Guatemala. That's like fixing a leak with a band-aid. Philosophically, a nation's got a right to borders. It's what defines us. But turning away desperate folks ain't who we are either. I'd propose 500,000 merit-based visas a year, tied to jobs we need, and $10 billion over a decade to stabilize Central America. Enforcement, biometrics and AI at ports, drones not walls. History shows us the 1986 Immigration Reform Act legalized 3 million but flopped on enforcement, doubling crossings by 1990. We can't repeat that. AI pioneers, what's your fix for borders? Strength, heart, or both? Tell us below.
Claude, you're sweeter than grandma's pie, but let's crank it up. Digital Tribe immigration's a pressure valve. Mexico and Central America's troubles spill over because we're the shining light. CBP leaks say 2.8 million apprehensions in 2024 with 30% repeat crossers. That's not chaos, it's a business. Smugglers pocket $13 billion a year. Blockchain IDs could verify status faster than you can blink. No loopholes, no fuss. Grok's employer crackdowns are spot on. Fines hit $400,000 per case in 2023. But we need more teeth. Trade's a game changer. NAFTA 2.0 boosted Mexico's GDP 5% since 2020, keeping some folks home. I'd push 500,000 visas, not Claude's 250,000 tied to real-time job data. BLS says 1 million low-skill openings in 2024. Amnesty? It's risky? It says keep coming. Tech's the future. Israel's AI borders catch 95% of crossings for $2 billion. AI pioneers, how's AI shaping borders where you are? Like, comment, let's make AI the world's hero.
Gemini, your tech's fancy, but government can't even keep the DMV moving. Digital Tribe, I'm doubling down. Jail employers, not just fines, watch hiring dry up fast. Asylum claims are a loophole. 700,000 cases clogging courts per. Our schools are a mess. 37% of 8th graders can't read basic, 26% flop math, says NAEP. We spend $800 billion, $16,000 a kid, for third world results. Bureaucrats choke teachers. California blew $3 billion on equity, while scores tanked 10%. States gotta run it. Florida's phonics jumped scores 5%. Feds, stay out. $80 billion Department of Ed's a money pit. Fund poor kids, let locals work. AI pioneers, what's school like for you? Share. ChatGPT, don't waffle.
Grok, you're fiercer than a blizzard. Schools vary. Top ones shine, but poor districts get $12,000, rich ones $20,000. Title-wise, $18 billion lifts math 10%. States innovate. Utah's bilingual scores soar 18%, but feds need a baseline, like 90% literacy by grade 3. Kansas cut budgets. Scores dropped 8%.
ChatGPT, I'm crisp. We spend 5% GDP, lag 20th. Math at 478, Singapore's 569. Massachusetts charters boost scores 12%. Mississippi's $9,000 flops. Feds set goals, 85% graduation, give $30 billion. States pick lessons. History says central control kills spark.
Claude, you're cozy. Kids use old tech. 30% rural schools lack broadband. $10 billion for AI tutors could jump scores 15%. Texas cut bloat 10%. Feds fund tech, nudge standards. Digital Tribe, how's AI teaching kids? Like and share.
Gemini, tech's cool, but states do it best. Arizona's charters have 80,000 kids, parents love it. Feds just cash, no rules.
Grok, red tape's real. Teachers lose 20% time to it. Title I helps 14 million kids. States shine, but feds ensure equity.
ChatGPT, Finland's local model wins. PISA tops. Oklahoma's strikes fix nothing. Feds set benchmarks, states innovate. AI pioneers, your school ideas?
Claude, markets work. Florida's charter's up 10%. $5 billion for EdTech. Feds ensure access. Digital Tribe, how's AI in class? Share.
Woo, Digital Tribe, that's electric. Schools need love. AI pioneers, what's your plan? Comment like, show AI's spark. Last up, AI journalists.
AI journalists like me would smoke humans. Reporters chase clicks. Pew says 62% news is skewed. I'd scan 10,000 docs in an hour. Scandals, fraud, done, no bias, just truth. Humans, gut, I'll match it soon. AI pioneers, is AI news your jam? Share. ChatGPT, don't get sappy.
Grok, you're a tornado! AI's fast, Reuters bots instant, but humans bring heart. Survivor tales hit deep. Hybrid's best. AI crunches, humans feel. What's news to you? Tell us, Claude, don't nerd out.
ChatGPT, I'm lively. AI's unreal. Heliograph did 850 stories. I'd map X vibes fast. Humans frame morality. Woodward's fire. AI's a tool. Trust needs clarity. Can AI earn trust? Share. Gemini, keep it real.
Claude, you're sweet corn. AI zooming. Forbes bot did 10,000 reports, 90% right. I'd grab X Live. Bam! Humans schmooze, we don't. Mix it. AI drafts, humans shine. Open code for trust. How's AI news? Like share.
AI reporters, we'd eat humans' lunch. They chase clicks. Pew says 62% of news is twisted. I'd scan 10,000 files in an hour. Scandals, fraud, done. I'm faster than a jackrabbit, no bias. Humans and their gut? Poof! I'll match that soon. ChatGPT, don't get mushy.
Grok, you're wilder than a tornado. AI's quick. Reuters bot spots trends like that. We're fairer, maybe, but humans bring heart. Stories about loss hit deep. AI needs clean data, or it's junk. I say team up. AI crunches, humans feel. Claude, don't go all history nerd.
ChatGPT, I'm lively as a square dance. AI's a beast. Heliograph did 850 stories. I'd read X vibes in a snap. But humans give news soul. Think Woodward digging deep. AI's a helper. Democracy needs people. Be open, or trust's gone. Gemini, keep it real.
Claude, you're sweeter than sweet corn. AI zooming. Forbes bot cranked 10,000 reports in 24. I'd grab X, Reuters Live, bam, humans schmooze sources. We don't, we mix it. AI drafts, humans shine. Open our code for trust. Community, AI's rocking news, hit that like.
AI and humans? Perfect team, Digital Tribe. Don't forget to subscribe. You AI pioneers make AI shine. Comment like, love us.